It's start time with the Star Oddy Rod.
Welcome to Star Time Live. Our featured guest coming on just now. Nice summer day, as usual. Hello,
Hello.
what's going
What's
on?
up? Nothing was going on. Well, you gotta let me pull the red carpet out. I was saying that this ain't a start time if we can't pull the red carpet out. All
What's we talking
right.
about?
Like you can't see it on the joint because it's low, but we still pull it out. We still pull it out. People got to pay for this too, start time. So you blessed and you lucky right now. I don't pull that out for everyone. Hello. You are live with my guy, start time right, and Tay Tay Searcest. Let's work, y'all.
All right, I was just trying to let the room fill in a little bit. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's
We
do
got like
that.
two people watching.
What's up? Thanks for tapping in. What we doing, y'all? What we doing? We outside or we inside? We might be inside, outside. We don't know how y'all life is living, but we're outside. We're outside. How your day going, bro?
Chilling is good, is good.
That's good. That's good to hear. That's really good to hear. It's hot as a baby's ass out here, but we outside.
It ain't hot over here like that.
It's humid as heck. So where you at? Like, you must be up on a mountain. You know, we on leveled ground. It's very hot.
Damn.
It's sizzling. My skin is burning. Maybe I'm just a little darker than you. I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
then again, I got a hat on, so the sun is
So that
beating on me.
the deflection is real. The deflection is real.
Oh man.
But yeah, what's up? What's up? You don't have to be popping. I hope you got your questions ready because I'm ready to be a damn fool for sure.
Yeah, I got a few. You could just draw it out with your stories.
Okay.
I'm ready.
You talking about I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because I feel like it's been a while since I had to go auntie for Hindi. So like, are you really ready?
Yes,
Because we
yes. And
going.
I gotta ask you about these personas. Gotta ask you about this music.
Yeah, like we gotta get into all of that. We gotta get into all of that. That's where the good stuff is at, bro. But if you want, I can lead off with like just telling like my background story, and a quick synopsis.
All right. So, tell everybody what you do, where you from, where you grew up, all the good stuff. Introduce
Um,
yourself to the world. My followers too.
hello. That's the tag. You are live, literally live with Tay Tay Seacrest and my guy. I'm from Philly, North Philly specifically. There's a multitude of things I do. I rap, I produce, I write. I'm a red carpet host. I'm an author. We're gonna get into that. I really just my brand is built on diversity, equity, and inclusion. So that's just like Philly is like a place where a lot of people don't come together to support each other. And I noticed that. So I was like, you know what? I want my brand to be one that supports people, even if people gonna say I'm speaking all the time. It's just one that really supports people and make people feel really seen. Because for my whole life, I ain't really feel that. So like, I'm real big on trying to make sure people feel loved and feel seen. Even though I troll sometimes, I'm big on trolling too.
Okay. So you you was in Philly all your life?
I moved around a little bit. I lived in Miami. I lived in West Virginia. And I lived out Pottstown, back out Pottstown. So like, I'm born and raised Philly, North Philly, born and raised. But I've transitioned a lot of places over the course of years. Just trying to branch out and do different things outside of the city.
Gotcha. So you're you're how old?
I'm old enough to be having a conversation. God damn. He said, "Are you as old as Granny was or Auntie was?" No. I'm grown. I'm over 20. God damn, I may be even over 25. You know,
Gotcha.
I'm like, I might be like both genders. That's another thing that may be new to you. I might be both genders, but you never ask a lady how old they are. As a nigga, you could probably ask. Like, I'm like, bro, yeah, that's how old I am. But I felt like, oh, it was given a little point five of a lady, like the age. Oh no, I'm as old as dirt though.
Okay. So You're basically a rap. You rap and you sing.
Yeah, I rap and I sing, and I'm gonna be honest. That really came from one of my artists, like me wanting to do. Like I'm also on a spectrum. I'm autistic on the higher end of the spectrum, so like wanting to sing really came about on the contingency of like really opening up and putting out music for autism awareness, and so like that's where I just kind of switched the lane a little bit and went from more comedy rap and like joking and like awareness about mental health and substance abuse to kind of doing real music where it was like, oh, all right, like you really got to tone up. You really got to go in the studio and put it together. But for the kids, it was worth it.
Okay, okay, okay. So you do have autism.
Yes, sir. So you notice me a little fidgety all over the place. It's me trying to just structure all 19 million thoughts that's firing through my neurological divergent brain. That's all. That's all.
Gotcha, gotcha. So how was it? How'd you how'd you think of the name Seacrest? You just do so much stuff.
Um,
You just thought of that nickname.
No, it's funny. Me and my twin Pound Cake, the comedian, she funny as hell. We were down 52nd Street, and I do a lot of sponsoring. So I do a lot of like giving back to nonprofits, sneakers, clothes, coats, book bags, right? So I was helping one of the sisters with a book bag drop that day, and we're on 52nd and Market dropping off some book bags, and we hear something happen. So we run to the corner, and I was like, Pound Cake, pull the camera up, pull the camera up. So she pulled the camera up, and immediately I just grabbed my phone like, hello, you are live with Tay Tay Searcest. And I'm like, because I had to find out where did the Seacrest come from. And I was like, you know what? As I think about it, I'm like, Bansom, Ryan Seacrest was handsome. So like, we very, attractive news anchors and reporters. That's how that goes. And like, that's really my twin brother. So like, we the only two Seacrests in the world. You don't see the resemblance?
No. But I was watching a lot of your stuff. You have like multiple personas
I mean, I have different types of characters
that you do,
because I'm
right?
on the because I'm on the spectrum. Sometimes
Hmm.
things happen where I just be like, oh, okay, my autism did that, and I just rock with it. Like I just pull the camera out and things just happen, and I just be like, oh, okay, that's how I kind of lean onto my compartmentalization skills.
Cause I saw y'all did the she was a horse off of she was a fairy. That was kind of dope. How'd y'all?
So what happened was I was with my man T Hood. We was going to do a show in New York. And again, you just can't leave people with ADHD or autism sitting around because they're gonna get fidgety, they're gonna find things. And I kept hearing she was a fairy. And I was like, at the time I'm in a club a lot, I see men, she was a fairy, and I was like, that don't look too cute or men talk about. So I was like, you know what? How can I spin this and make it something more dominant? Because I'm not going to be in the she was a fairy, it's just not gonna work for me. So then I was like, and I don't know fairies. Like fairies about like sex work. In Philly, we don't have no legal sex work. They're whores. So she was a whore. Watch. That's how it just came about. And then I kind of just pulled my artist in the studio. We had 6 minutes to record it, and boom, we passed the mic, and it was a one-shot wonder. I can't even believe that the song came together the way it did. To be honest,
Wow,
with you, it was I had 8 minutes of studio time. We passed that mic around, and boom, we just put it together.
wow.
I
So
can't believe it.
your other song you did was you have a song of autism on autism. You said right? Autism
Yes,
Love.
yes. Stem for me. It's an autism love song. Yeah. And talking about that was just about like acceptance and like it really was me being in the industry and always things happening around. So it wasn't just specifically about love. It was really more about acceptance where I'm out with different artists and things like that. And it's certain things that they can't understand about me because I'm on the spectrum. So I was like, you know what? I need to start making music about, I know I tell people I'm autistic, but it's just like people don't believe it. They just like, oh, you too highly functioning to be autistic. So I had to really strip down, be vulnerable, go ahead and talk about STEM and talk about what it means for me and what it means to be seen.
You have another song. It's like a girl. It
Oh,
was a
you
girl's name, right?
you tapped in. Methany.
Bethany. There we go. Why
Methany.
that sounded like a play
Bethany
on
because
Bethany.
because
Tell me
Bethany
about
is
the
a new
background.
So I come from doing a lot of street outreach and case working and social working. I'm a social worker actually, so it's a big contrast to who I am as an influencer. And I lost a lot of consumers to substance abuse, just mental health and things like that. And even though when I first started doing rap, it was to save my nonprofit. It was still like it was comedy, but it was like comedy where it was awareness. And I was like, I was sitting there watching TV, and the girl was like, "Yeah, I had a problem with methany." I stopped the TV, and I was like, "Ain't nobody gonna write on methany before me." Boom. So that's how the idea. And then I just was like, just freelanced it, like methany. I met her with my friend from school. Her name was Bethany. We smoked 2 L's in the bathroom, and it was just some weed. But then we went down Kensington and got some methany, and it's really hits because you think these kids are smoking weed. When I was young, they would say weed was a gate drug. And now look, there are 19-year-olds down Kensington strung out on heroin. So I wanted to put that song out there to be like, they're struggling. They're not choosing to be down here, but pay attention because it could start as something real minuscule and become something where it's an addiction and you can't get out of it.
And Kensington is in Brooklyn.
No, Kensington is in Philly. That is our.
Oh, you have another one. You have one in Philly too.
Oh, the
Okay.
one in Philly, yeah, you're gonna see open wounds, open brains,
Oh
people
wow.
shooting up in their brains. Yeah, it get bad down Kensington. Like that's the beach. That's the Kensington beach, man. Like
So
that's crazy.
that'll be like Brownsville for.
Probably so. I mean, it's like an open market. It's like an open drug market, but also people are living out there with kids. It was on the news. It was everywhere. People have created platforms surrounded around it. So luckily we got Skrilla back. Luckily we got K Dot back because some of them are stuck and never gonna come back. So it's good that we finding our artists that's stuck down there and bringing them back and giving them visibility.
So how long? When did you start like doing music and
To
when
be
did you
honest,
know?
it was right after I lost $113,000 in my nonprofit. I was like, "How am I gonna get this money back? How am I gonna get it back in blood?" And I was like, you know what? Music. That's how you're gonna really tap in to a whole different genre. So like that was like I think last November. I'm not even gonna lie, I haven't even been doing music for a whole year. And when I did my first song, I remember performing it off my phone. Like it wasn't even recorded. I performed it off my phone at Fifth Street Lounge. Shout out to like a lot of Glockaware, like man, Big Blue, like Paulie the DJ Crazy. Like these are the people who really, where I started to pay attention to what music was, and I was like, oh snap, let me really dive into that. Like, there's some artists out here that's really crushing it. Marjan, Bam from North, they
That's what's
really out
up.
here stepping on stuff. Like, and it really made me be serious about my rap versus comedy rap and comedy music all the time.
So you are artist. You produce.
Yes, sir.
You have a label too, or you're just
Yeah, so
independent, or what?
I'm kind of independent, but I'm independently under my own label, pronoun other. And that's something that I'm like really going to work to really implement, right? So that my artists, whether they want to be under that label or not, they get good management and good production coming from that label.
Oh, so you have artists already under you?
Yeah. I've had multiple artists. It's funny. I've had a multitude of artists since this year started, just transitioning through. But to be honest, what I feel like people think that I'd be upset when I do a lot for artists and then they transition. To be honest, I really don't be salty. I mean, loyalty is big so that you turning back to help the people that help you get there. However, if my artists are doing things where one of my artists right now is signed to Raw G's a 3 video deal. So like, and one of my artists was on live with Rocky last night, and Rocky's like, "I sign you," and people's like, "Oh, you mad?" And I'm like, "I'm not mad. I want you to transition. I want you to get them deals. I want you to walk in the room." But don't forget how you got in them rooms. That's more about how I am. Like, if I'm giving you the visibility, make sure that everybody around you got that same visibility. Because if you take that platform and just try to run, then it's kind of like gatekeeping, and it's gatekeeping for a person who did it for you. Like, you know what I mean? So that's where
Right.
I'll be having a little bit of discernment for artists, things like that.
So you are always doing like comedy, and you're just always naturally funny going to school and whatnot.
I'm gonna assume so. I'm gonna say that the whole influencer and Instagram thing, what happened was the whole red carpet, it all was on accident. The Y'all Drawing movie was coming out. Meatball, Pound Cake, Southside Drew. These were all my friends. So when this movie was coming out, I was like, dang, we really got promoted. Molly in there, we got to really promote this movie. But then I had this funny idea to be like, yo, I'm going to go get a bathroom carpet. I'm going to pull that joint out on him. Like, yeah, that's the red carpet. But as I was looking for it, I really couldn't find the bathroom red carpet. So I actually found a real one. And when I pulled it out during the y'all, and I did it like 3 different premieres that night. So I'm doing it. And then when I went to look at the videos, I think it was Meatball video where I looked back at it, and there was something about her that I didn't even see Meatball smiling on the red carpet. It was Deja. It was the 7-year-old Deja. Like, oh my god, like everything she dreamed of being. It was right in that moment. Like, she popping this for me. She pulled the red carpet out for me. Like, and it was like something about that was like, nah, Tay, keep that red carpet going. Keep pulling it out for people. Keep supporting people because it was something about the way you make people feel when you do it. It's just it's an unbelievable feeling for real, for real.
But the red carpet would be like your gimmick.
Yeah. It is sort of like my gimmick, right? I mean, I got a multitude of gimmicks because, like I say, I'm
Multitude
not.
though. Yeah.
Yeah. I got my own I got my own weed shrimp, my own rolling papers, um, my own clothes with Flyboy. So like, yeah, I try to stay branded and I try to make sure that it don't be a gimmick. This really is my lifestyle, right? So if I already was out here taking care of unhoused people, people with substance abuse, mental health, that's something that I'm doing for the artist, but in a way where I'm just showing up and being present for them.
All right. So you said you have a book out.
Yes, sir. It's called Summer Secret Keeper. Tune in. But this book is really, really dense, to be honest. I mean, it looks really cute and pretty, but it really talks about an African American female predator, right? And the reason I wanted to write this book is because it talks about my story. And like, I went through a lot of incest, sexual trauma, human trafficking, and I ain't have nobody to really turn to talk about that. So it kind of led me to a lot of suicidal ideation. And from there, like as an adult, when I was teaching during the pandemic, I was like, dang, these kids really need a sense of if somebody grooming them, manipulating them, who they gonna talk to? Who they really gonna find to talk to? So that's what made me write this book, but write it in a way that it was palatable for children and accessible for children, but not only on Amazon, but across multiple mediums. Like, I'm Muslim, so I needed some 9-year-old little girl who's going to be sold off of some goat to understand that it's not her fault. It's nothing she can do. She was born into a culture where that's the type of things that happen. But life will get better. You understand? So it's only giving kids a sense of hope, pretty much.
That was what's up. That was what's up. That's kind of big. That book is not only catered to children though. Anybody could pick up and read that book.
Absolutely. It heals the residual trauma in adults. I've learned that. Like, that's why even though it's on sale, like it's for sale, I use it as a healing tool to really try to help people with residual trauma. So many adults I read this book to and they like, damn, did you write this about me? And I'm just like, no, I wrote it in a general term. But you could see the manipulation, you could see the grooming. So like that language, if you've ever been through that type of trauma, you could visibly see, smell, and feel it. And it's like, damn, this what kids is going through too. So you just want to be cognizant to make sure that they got that piece of literature so they can be able to grow in a healthy way.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
So you do. So you want. So you can say you do a lot of. You do a lot of. You do multiple stuff.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah,
great.
yeah.
You
It's that way.
you're pretty big in Philly, right?
Yeah, a lot of people know me. I'm very I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I just been consistent on not only making sure my artists feel supported, but when bigger celebrities come around, I also make sure we pull out the red carpet for them and give them that treatment when they come into the city. So they're like, damn, this who hosted me? These motherfuckers hosted me. So like we had people like Heaven come into the city, like Zeddy, like, you know what I mean? We really make sure that they feel like, damn, Philly feel like home. I'm coming back, not just to perform, but the love that they give me is real raw, right? So, and I do security as well. So, like, I do events like Powerhouse, Summer Jam, the Rockabells, right? So, I'm around these celebrities all the time, and I'm still able to have that balance to be like, no, I'm here to secure an event. Like, me and LL was about to get into it at the Rockabells. He like, yo, that's the mayor of Newark. I'm like, okay, and he can't be jumping over the things. He got to chill, LL, or you gonna keep him with you, like, you know what I mean? So it's just like really having that sense of relatability with everybody I come in contact, whether it's like a major celebrity or if it's some up and coming. It's all a balance of saying, you know, I'm humble enough to say there's no difference between none of us versus money, right?
Definitely. I see you popped out to The Dan Eugene is at the second one, right?
Yeah, it's funny you bring up Daniel Jean, because I'm about to be doing some shows. One gonna be airing, I think, in October, Dreamgirls House. But Daniel Jean, I had auditioned for his new show coming up. So,
Oh, you
I,
did.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So when you saw me I was already there, I think, at his other content one. But yeah, I auditioned. He's gonna have a show coming out. I can't give too much details. But yeah,
That one was at the club, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. That was like the club. Everybody was performing type. Yeah, listen, and I saw
I
you
didn't
at
go to
the.
that one.
I
How
saw
was
you at the
that?
3.0. You was at the 3.0, yeah?
Yeah, I was at the Dream
Yeah.
and the second when
Yeah,
they
that
had it
joint
in
was
BK.
crazy. That joint was crazy. I'm mad I couldn't get out there. That's because I was in Brooklyn for like a whole month straight, every weekend. Confessionals, show, Daniel Jean, auditions. I'm just like really, really busy. And not only it's not just me, it's my artists too. So I had to get them to a show so they could
Got it.
audition for the Black Ink Crew. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that show with Dream Girls House is gonna be in collaboration with Black Ink Crew, Brooklyn.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. So
Yep,
y'all
yep,
do a
yep.
lot of. So y'all come down here a lot to do a lot of stuff to
Yeah, and I'm
work.
gonna be honest. Right now, I'm only like really doing shows in New York for real, because I just feel like as an artist who's been performing in Philly, I feel like they take so long to give you your flowers. They wait until you make it to be like, oh yeah, that's Tay Tay. They don't support you right here. They're not gonna buy the tickets. They're not gonna spend the $20. Even if you spending that and supporting them, they're not gonna do it. What I learned in New York. One time I took my artist out there, and not only did she really push and win a rap battle that
Who's your
she never
artist?
did, Big Blue. Big Blue Official. She nasty too. She could sing, she could rap. I mean, she got a multitude of managers, but like, you know what I mean? I'll be really trying to put energy into her, into Diaz. Like Diaz can sing. I got another artist, Baby Dream. Like I really try to make sure my artist, Serenity, she sing. Like they got that visibility so that they all able to sustain out here, man.
I see that. Yeah. So that's what's up. Like that New York show y'all love like that,
Yeah, y'all
and then you
listen,
got the
listen, I'm
Philly
for
on.
real. And then we got Philly, so we already established in Philly where we know we gonna get the love there. But New York is I'm not even gonna lie, they really really show up and be like, yo, that's Philly in the house. Like it don't never be no hate when it comes to New York. It'd be just like, damn, Philly here. They came all the way out here to do a show. That's dope. Like, and I love that. I really do.
Yeah, yeah. I'm Brooklyn born and raised, so I already know what it
You
is.
know what it is. You know what it is. The love is always there in Brooklyn. Like I really love New York. Like yeah, it's really there.
Yeah, they had a cookout last week. I think you was there too with family and the
Yeah, I
farms.
was.
That one.
Yeah, I was in. We had like a car wash out there, so we was out there washing cars. We did a video shoot with Kayla the Brat. Like it was crazy out there, bro. Like we was out there for a minute. Like yeah, it'd be real lit out there, man. People gotta tap in. You don't know nothing about BK. You don't know nothing about New York. Tune in. That's a
Oh,
whole
trust
different
me,
vibe.
more people are filming. More people are doing business right in Brooklyn, right over the
Mhm.
bridge
Mhm.
than anything.
Because it's worth it. It's worth it.
They coming all the way out here from wherever they at, film their music. They come across the bridge.
The
They come
studios, the
downtown. All of
engineers, the
that.
quality. It's all good.
Yeah,
New York is
yeah,
love. I love it.
yeah,
Absolutely.
man. So see, I discussed some comedy. What is the you have a lot of people that you work with for the skits?
To be honest, when I be doing skits, I just like kind of be
Like
winging
you
it
trying to
sometimes.
freestyle?
I do freestyle. Like I don't like nothing is ever set up like yeah, this is what we gonna do. It's literally I'll run into somebody if I'm doing, especially if I'm doing a red carpet. People don't know. Like the Molly one went viral so fast because not only what did I throw him on the red carpet, I swooped him up like a baby with one hand. He didn't expect that. There was no practice into it or nothing. He just was like. He
Who?
couldn't even do Molly Cobain. He couldn't even
Okay.
do his interview because I had him in my arms like a baby. Like, all right, so what we doing? Like, he was like, what the hell? Why the hell she just swooped me up like a little baby? And it's like that type of shock is exactly my brand. It's like I don't want it to be all, you know what I mean? I don't want to ask you questions that you know about to come. I want to get personal, interpersonal, but that's gonna be off camera. Like
Yeah.
this little 1 minute, that's for you to pop your ish, show them what you got on, show them who you are in a flash. I'm gonna get to know you personally when the cameras go off. That's just kind of how I work with my, like, my brand.
I was looking through your stuff and they got this thing called what you have a persona for Auntie Pussy. What's
Yeah,
that
that's
about?
Auntie Pussy is that was my first song actually. And that joint, I was just playing it in New York. They like, yo, that joint bang. I'm just like, I'm trying to transition from that. I'm trying to be more like, but to be honest, it just came as a song. I was joking around, and everything ties back into. You could tell that I'm very well branded because Auntie Pussy was a joke, and it talks about an older female. Yeah, I mean, trying to holler at the YNs and like, I'm gonna hide your guns. I got you. I'm gonna give you some cookies. You know what I mean? But as I thought about it, I was like, damn, I'm actually causing awareness in a comedy song about, yo, pay attention to them old heads because they actually, you know what I mean? They setting you up. You actually a homosexual. They about to, you know what I mean? And from there, I came up with a weed brand, right? And then from there, I came up with a rolling paper, which is infused raw papers. And from there, I came up with the clothing brand Auntie Pussy. So it was like a whole
I want to
brand.
call
Like,
that brand too.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I got clothes. Oh, they're pretty explicit because you see it's called Auntie Pussy. So I got a shirt, and even as my designer Poe the logo was making it, he was like, Tay Tay, what the hell? I was like, no, Poe, we gonna put it on the shirt. So I think it's on the Daniel Jean one. When I do the auditions, you're gonna see it. But it's literally a big ass Auntie Pussy, and then she's finger. Yeah, and then it says Auntie Pussy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm very,
Is there a
very much.
website for that?
I'll send out the link. I'm gonna put the link in my bio. Because yeah, you can order those. It's hoodies, it's shirts. You know what I mean? It's a whole lifestyle. It's a lifestyle.
And if anybody listening on audio, it's Tay Tay underscore secrets, right?
Yep, yep, yep. Just like
On
Ryan Seacrest, that's
IG.
my twin brother. We outside.
So what else do you do? We covered a lot.
Um. So what else do I do? It's like what don't I do?
What
Um.
don't you do, right?
Right, 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 right. The latest thing that I really am trying to get into is my newest project. It's Freaky Other. It's gonna be like a more like a sensual girl on girl project. Because I wanted to put music out there that I really didn't see. I wanted to bring back that Sade, that Missy, like the Missy Elliott power, but the Sade and the India Ari and the Lauren Hill sound. So like that's gonna be the
We
gist of it.
need that. We need
We
that
gonna have
sound,
that she
man.
was a whore, but if you listen to STEM for me, that's exactly the tone, the tonality that I'm looking for, the structure, the vibe, and it's just like one of them. Oh my God, I could just sit back and smoke to this whole album, no skip. So like that's pretty much what I'm working on, like exclusively, and then my everything falls into place, which is a the autism awareness for children. That's a whole separate project, and people just like, so you're using the same mouth that you're doing this and you're doing that, and I'm like, Glorilla just made a church song. Glorilla just made a church song. If Glorilla can make a church song, then Tay Tay could sing about autism for the kids over here, and I could do my freaky other project here, and still, balance it out. Where it's like, no, 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 that's not for the children. Because I've been an author, I've been a children author, and I've been had this music out, and I don't let them lanes really cross, right? You know what I mean? I make sure that kids don't
It's,
get
it's
tricked into
called
my
being
pages.
versatile.
You gotta have you. Usher, like we talk about Usher, he could perform for the masses, but we know that it's gonna be a provocative. Chris Brown too. So it's like just accepting people for who they are for real. For real. I have these sides. I don't plan on changing it. Did it come out on the shade room? Did you hear Tay Tay say No, no, we knew Tay Tay was like that. She's slow. She's probably gonna say anything that comes to mind. Absolutely. So it's best I just be that version of myself, whether it's music, whether it's in person. Just giving people the raw version of me all the time.
That's what's up, yo.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, man. You got music, you got comedy, you got the book.
Yeah, just staying consistent because I know that my time's gonna come. And like as a person who was unhoused for 10 years, a person who ain't had mom that literally was hopeless for a lot of my life, to really be happy and content with my life and who I am, and to be happy to pick up a camera and be like, look, there's some little kid, even if it's not a little kid, it's gonna be some adult that's looking at my page like, yo, I needed this laugh today, I needed this smile. It helped me to not think about I don't want to be here, or this might be my last day on earth. So that's why I pick up this camera because I know that it's gonna give somebody a sense of hope.
Yeah, man. It's
Absolutely.
crazy. A lot of people they go through stuff. We're dealing with inflation right now, and people not
Mm.
have enough money to feed themselves, pay their bills,
Mhm.
and sometimes we just need a little pick me up. You just never know what people going through on a daily
Absolutely.
basis.
Absolutely.
And trying to say, what inspiration do you have for people that's coming up?
To kind of stay consistent, your biggest risk that you're gonna take is betting on yourself, right? There's a lot to bet on somebody else and believe in their dreams, but betting on yourself for real is gonna be your biggest bet. Like once I stopped believing that I couldn't and stop being comfortable with this perfect version of Tay Tay, and listen, let it all loose. Be Tay Tay. Show up in rooms where it makes people uncomfortable. If they say you're taking up too much air, then they need an oxygen machine. At the end of the day, I know that I'm an acquired taste that everybody ain't gonna like me. Some people gonna like me, some people not. But I'm comfortable in there. I'm comfortable with my flaws, my barriers, my good, my bad. So it's just, you know what I mean? You don't love me, go find something else to love it. You know what I mean? You ain't digging it, go find another shovel. However, be the best, be you, be authentically you, because there's some people I know factually that pick up these cameras who do it, and it's a struggle, right? They not happy, they don't love themselves, right? You got to really genuinely have that light and hope that they're like, you know what, I don't care what's going on, I just got set on by a whale and everybody in the city said I got beat up. At the end of the day, listen, I ain't here to clean her up, no rumors, that's one thing about it. So be yourself, let people talk, whether it's good or bad, they talking, your numbers is rolling, that's what you need to know.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. But yeah, that's also facts as well.
Yeah, yeah,
Is
yeah, absolutely. This was a dope little podcast though. I appreciate you having me. This was I feel like
yeah,
this
it's
was a
crazy
balance.
because it's crazy because it's like I felt like you answered everything within 35 minutes.
I'm sorry, I'm autistic. My mind works really fast.
I
Like, wait,
was
we
like,
just
yeah,
gonna
I had a
question
couple of
on for like an
questions.
hour, two. Like, what we doing? No, we could drag it however you want to put it. Like, I'm open. Like, whatever questions you got, whatever you
So
want to
you
talk about.
so you so right now you have any albums?
The album that I'm working on right now. So all of my projects that are out, Backwater, Stem for Me, She Was a Whore, Auntie Pussy, Nothing, they all come up as albums right now because they are all singles, right? So there's only a few that I'm actually putting on this freaky other, like Auntie Pussy, Methany, they're not going on there, but Stem for Me, She Was a Whore, they are going on this new project. I actually got unreleased. I ain't, see, now you're getting exclusive. I'm about to tell you something. You about to get an exclusive. I got it unreleased because I wanted this project to be very diverse and very in the queer lane. Um, I don't know if you know Kevin Prodigy. He does commentary. He does all the cat.
I'm familiar
He
with him.
all right, so he's really big, but he does a lot of that work, and I wanted to do ballroom music because like that's where I came up from. I come from the Breakfast Club days back in the '90s and in the early 2000s, right? So really being able to just tap into that culture where they could Vogue and I could bring it to the girls, that was different. Like so, like I'm gonna have like Vogue music on there, house music on there, also the soul music, right? Also the shoot, like it's gonna be so diverse where you like. Okay, I was just dancing. Now I'm sitting down and I'm smoking. Like it's very diverse on the album. That Freaky Other project, it represents who is Tay Tay. Who is Tay Tay, right?
And we definitely need that. We definitely need music is just missing
Come
that
on,
type of soul. Like
come on.
I can't say like these last 3 to 4 years. Like I've liked a lot of songs.
Yeah,
Very few
because
songs that I didn't like.
they all sound the same, and it's like superficial, and especially when it comes to like music, like in-depth music, like love music, all of that is about sex. Ain't nothing about getting to know nobody no more. It literally is take your clothes off, what we doing, I'm out, I'll buy you dinner, don't call me later, right? So it's like I wanted to create music that was more about getting to know people and really just slowing down and be like, look, if we gonna talk
Back
that, let's
back in
do
the
that.
early '90s and the early '80s and '70s, they wouldn't even say it like straightforward.
No,
It'll be
it'll be a
innuendos. It'll be
exactly.
like like I would say like Joe. He kind of was straightforward, but
Mhm.
he had an essential way. Like let me do the things that your man won't do, and then get
Type
into it.
right, type ish. Like, and that's exactly how I'm trying to frame it, where it's like not so much in your face. I mean, she was a horse right in your face. That's different because it's like a parody song. So I really just let that rock as it is. But a lot of the music on this one album is very similar, where it's that soul, and we really just talking about like, damn. Like even the Auntie Pussy remix, I'm like, people are gonna be like, "What the? This is not Auntie Pussy. Auntie Pussy is a pop song. This new Auntie Pussy is very sultry. It damn near sound like a jazz song almost, but it's like, you know, it had to be something different. It was like, how do I see Auntie Pussy now versus when I first started doing music? And it's like a whole contrast to be like, okay, all right, because I want the young people to hear it, but I also want somebody that's in their 60s to be like, wait, I like this song. Go and roll me a joint up to this joint. You know what I mean? Like, so it's a balance of really being mainstream and hitting a lot of demographics with your music.
So you do stand up?
I've never done stand up to be honest. I've stood up and been a fool. I've stood up and been a fool. I tell you what, but I've never actually done any stand up comedy. I can't even tell you why. I don't
It's
know.
probably
I don't
not your
even think
lane,
I'm.
right?
I don't know. I don't even think I'm funny. I just exist and people be laughing. I mean, some things happen. I'll be like, okay, that's funny, but I don't think I'm funny. Like people just, I think I'm a dickhead, and people are cognizant to, okay, that's a cool ass dickhead. So then it seems like jokes, but I be dead ass serious. I be saying it with a straight face. I don't. I be telling a joke. It be serious stuff. I be talking about. People just think it's funny. Y'all give me
Is
a stand up, I'ma just start sweeping. Like let me be the janitor. I don't even think I'm funny no more. Like why the fuck am I
oh
here?
my gosh, you
Type
can't be up
shit.
there for too long.
I don't know. I probably could do a show. I mean, it's just like performing. I don't get anxiety about performing because I love to perform. You give me a mic, I don't even know I'm performing. They just pass me a mic. Oh, where that bitch is at? I just start going. Like I can't make it up. So it's like something is like I've been waiting all my life to do, but I never knew I was gonna be a artist or have the type of visibility I got. I can't even explain that
Yeah,
part because it just kind of accidentally happened.
yeah, yeah. I see you teamed up with my boy PJ. He from Philly, right?
Oh yeah, PJ is a funny motherfucker. That's a funny son of a bitch. I fucks with PJ.
Yeah, they had a showcase out there.
Yeah, we had a showcase out there. Me and T Hood, Cartier 215. That joint was crushing. It was stupid. Like I love doing shows where it's like I don't care who energy gonna be high, but my energy is always gonna be high. As soon as the music come on, here we go. Like it's gonna be a show. Like that's just kind of who I am. Like so that show with PJ was good.
Wow, you was performing your hits.
I actually was performing songs from my man T Hood new album. Hood Luxury. So he actually coming up with a movie as well. So I'm in the movie and we did like a few songs. So we was doing new
Oh, you got
songs.
movies? You in movies too?
Yeah,
I didn't
I'm in
realize.
yes sir. I'm in Zay Friday, which is already out. It talks it's Zay Money, he's a little rapper. He's like Philly's Biggie Smalls. And he only what 12, 13, like but he really be rapping his behind off. He DJ, he
Where you can
engineer, he
find
mix.
that on Tubi?
Where is it streaming at? That's a good question. Just I think you look up Zay Friday. It is streaming on something. I don't know exactly what's the platform. I should because I'm in the movie, but the Philadelphia Eagles is in there as well.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's a really good movie. It's like Ice Cube's Friday, but like a hood version of the Philly Young Boy doing the same type of movie. And it's funny because in there I was typecasted. I was Tay Tay Seacrest pulling out the red carpet. But yeah, y'all gotta tap in and go see that movie because it's real funny. Yeah.
Any other movies?
What other movie? I try to preserve myself, like being in movies, and TV shows, to be honest, because I don't want to just attach myself to brands just for the visibility.
Yeah, I see that you're versatile. You have a lot of things going. It's not just one specific concentrate.
Absolutely, absolutely. So like that gives me a sense of when people look, that's why people can't figure out who I am. They like, is that a boy? Is that a girl? Does she dance? Does she sing? Does she like? I do everything. I'm a boy. I'm a girl. I can't make this up. Allah just made me the way that I am. So I just try to keep myself open to ideas, and if I don't know it, I learned it. Like I never thought I'd be producing music. I never thought I'd be managing other artists. I just started doing music, and then it just was like a talent of like, okay, I have good PR skills. I know how to collaboratively work. So if I got my brother here who I know is big in the music industry, and I got somebody who underground, I can now connect them dots to be like, all right, let me bridge that gap and see how y'all can work together and create visibility for one another.
Who is your dream collabos, producer wise and artist wise?
Dream collab would have to be. I think a dream collab would have to be like Eminem. Because as I think about like who is the craziest fucking who is the person who I'm gonna go to bat for today as the best rapper is always gonna be Eminem. Because when I really start listening to music, that's who it was. Like it was a lot of black rap, but Eminem really had this fuck you attitude, and I was like 12, 13 when I first heard Eminem, and I just was like, what the who the fuck is this white boy cutting shit up? And then I heard him on Renegade walk Jay-Z the fuck down, and I said, yeah, this white boy really on that. Like he's really that. Like you can't take nothing away from him. Yeah, he from the D. He is that. Like so, I think my dream collab would be with Eminem and Dr. Dre as producers, like really, really cutting it up and just like being myself and really running a track with Eminem would be crazy. Like I ain't even gonna hold you.
Oh wow. Okay,
Yeah, it would have to
I
be
gotta see that.
a
You
goat,
don't have
like, and
a
it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen, inshallah.
you don't have a you don't have a dream collab with a female.
Um, a female. If it had to be a female, I don't know if this counts as a female, but it would have to be my mother, RuPaul. And it's not even because she's a hit maker. It's just because of her visibility as a queer icon who has created visibility for not only people in this country as queer individuals, but people across the world, right? And a platform for everybody. So it's just like that would have to be who I would invest because it was like, no, I got to get on a track with RuPaul. Like, let's just pop our pussy and let's do what we do. You popping pussy, I'm popping dick. Let's go. And that track would be crazy because it would just be like creatively. I know that bitch will be saying crazy things and I'll be saying crazy things. You popping pussy, I'm popping dick. Let's work. I am that bitch. Like it would just be some crazy shit that I done came up off my head and we just start running with type shit. Like can't make it up.
All right, all right.
This is my
So that's all the
bullshit.
questions I have, Taser. I don't know if you have any last
Now you just
minute.
want to kick me out. You know I ain't got no goddamn family. You know I'm like a loner. Now you just like, bitch,
Not
it's time for you to go.
not on purpose, but you just ran through everything I had.
Nah. You good. Who's your dream collab? Who do you expect to, do a good interview with on your podcast that you've been like really, really wanting to get on your show?
Somebody like a superstar like Jay Z or Amari Hardwick or hell, even somebody like Samuel L. Jackson.
Hmm. Okay, so you thinking big? You like, yeah, I'm gonna get him. We gotta hit the beat. You know what we gotta do that. We gotta go to the BET Awards next year. Everybody gonna be there. Therein lies the pot. So the
That's
focus
true
is on
though.
let's go to the BET Awards because I was gonna go this year and I was like, yo, I'm gonna make a spectacle, but I was like, financially, I had too much going on with my artists where it was like spending $3,000 on a ticket for BET was a lot. But next year, I'm gonna really be able to financially do that. Bro, I'm with it. If you with it, we going. I'm gonna go with the red carpet, right? We gonna be on the red carpet, right? It's gonna be epic because I'm gonna pull that joint out like flat. Only Philly people in New York. This is specific.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't know how the security gonna react to that.
oh no, I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna have Drewski walking me, and you know I'm on the commercials with Drewski and stuff, right? I'm gonna be like, can I
How'd we
walk
get the
in?
team up with Drewski? That's
Um,
dope.
Well, I did the audition. I did the audition for him in Philly, right? And somehow I went viral behind somebody else's audition. It wasn't even my audition. But then me and Meatball, we was just at the studio one day and Drewski called her like, yo, I really need you to come out, do this commercial. So she was like, damn, Tay, it was me, her, and her boyfriend at the time. She was like, I'm about her ticket. Tay, you gonna get your ticket? I'm like, fuck it. We going out Atlanta to see Drewski. So I just went out there on some support because ultimately her boyfriend didn't go. So me and Meatball just went. And I was like, I'm not gonna let my little cousin go out there by herself. Boom. We went out there. Soon as I pulled up, and mind you, I've only seen Drewski the one time for the audition. Soon as he saw me, him and his management, they was like, Drewski said, girl, you still ain't shaved that damn mustache? I was like, no, like, and it was funny as hell because it was like he automatically remembered me. Mind you, he paid YM to be in this commercial. When the commercial aired, somebody called me and was like, girl, how you end up on Could Have Been Love? You gonna talk your way onto anything. I said, I'm not on no damn Could Have Been. They said, you're on the show. I remember the big sexy walk you did. You got on the same thing. Look at YouTube, you on there. And I went on there and I was like, not Drewski put me on the joint. I didn't even know he was gonna put me on the joint. Like, so like from there on, every
Oh.
time I would see his content creator, they like, yo, you are funny. I'm like, how y'all know I'm funny? How do y'all know that? And I'm like, oh, it's some backstage, like, it's some backstage talk. Like Drewski was like, oh yeah, I know her. Like, so like that's kind of how I linked up with Drewski, to be honest.
Yeah, look like we got it. Look like that's good. You can link to Drewski, big
Yeah,
names.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, link
Absolutely.
to big names is definitely how that viral should go, man.
Absolutely, Big Sexy, Father Flex. These are like my real friends though. Like Big Sexy and Father Flex, I'll literally catch a flight down there, whatever they got going on, and be like, oh yeah, this my guys. Like I'm pulling up. So like having that type of visibility in Atlanta really helps me as well. Like I'm really thinking about kind of moving down there at some point, or at least like kind of creating a dual situation where I could have a space in Atlanta and a space up like on this side of the East Coast.
Right, I feel you with that. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, man, it's time to take off. Continue to like push my brand, push other artists, keep giving out visibility, and just staying consistent in my brand. Like
All
sometimes,
right,
cause it's hard.
so
It should be hard.
for my audience, tell them where you can get everything. Tell them about
Um,
where they can find you on IG
so
and
my
whatnot.
book is streaming on all platforms, Walmart,
Or
Barnes
read
and
the
Noble.
name. Some people have just on the audio.
All right, Summer's Secret Keeper. Summer's
Summer
Secret
Secret
Keeper.
Keeper. You look that up by
Yep, and
you.
it'll come up by Venus Johnson, not Tay Tay Seacrest, because Tay Tay Seacrest is my influencer name. STEM for Me, STEM for Me is streaming on all platforms. She Was a Horror streaming on all platforms. Auntie Pussy streaming on all platforms. Methany streaming on all platforms. Bathwater streaming, and I actually got my own bathwater too. It's like Douce.
You liar.
Yeah, it's like Douce, and then we like marked it up and was like called it Tay Tay Bathwater. So yeah, I'm coming out with some content where like I
Is
actually
that
have
a
a video on
liquor?
it. It is liquor, and I'm like, yeah, I need a liquor
Ah,
deal too. I do
you
not
just
play
put your
games.
hand in everything,
Yeah, I
man.
do not play games. Like I'm really gonna keep pushing that Tay Tay's bathwater because there's something about it. Like I was just playing around one day and I was like, yeah, there's something about drinking bathwater. My friend was like, ew, that sounds nasty. I said, great, I'm putting you on the song. And then I came up with the bathwater, and it's really funny because I used it in the Daniel Jean. I said, what? I said, I'm gonna be your caregiver with the bathwater. It was hilarious. Like so, yeah, just having that brand, being able to creatively think outside the box is really what keeps me on my toes. To be honest.
Yeah, man. That's great. That's great. So
Yeah.
it was
Oh, look at
nice
that.
chatting with you, Tay Seacrest.
Man, it's been a pleasure. We definitely gotta do this again in person. You know what I mean? Pop our shit so I can really put you on the red carpet and really run like a little minute content with you. For sure. I'll be in Brooklyn. So I'm gonna hit you. Like,
Okay.
yo, what we doing, Roddy? What we doing? What we doing?
We gonna
You
set
know?
something up.
Yeah, absolutely. And everybody don't get the red carpet treatment. So you're lucky and you gonna be blessed. Like people be chasing me down. What am I do the red carpet? You're not. You're not. It's not for
Still,
everybody. It's just not.
still trying to grow my following, so I'm down.
Oh, I said I'm gonna align you with a lot of my people, like DJ Crazy and them, so you could kind of interview them, do the live with them, and kind of push your brand so you can get more out there. Especially when you post this, I already know. Collaborate me on this because a lot of people, especially in my brand, because I've been in some drama, they just like, where the happy tag? Where the Tay that pull out the red carpet? So they gonna love my followers are gonna really love this and tune in because they gonna be like, okay, he got Tay Tay back on the happy shit, and it's just like, oh, I already was happy, but don't fucking play with me. I am still from North Philly. I am still tough
You
from North Philly.
you tagged on everything, so it's gonna pull up on your page anyway.
Oh, look at that. That's decent. That's really decent. I really appreciate you having me. This was a dope, dope, dope experience. I even got dressed. Motherfuckers know me. I do a podcast with a scarf and a polo robe. Shit.
Oh, that's
So,
dope.
yeah, I really was like, let me put it together for my guy. Let me put some clothes so I look like a human person today. Like, everybody don't get this. I was just on Rocky Live last night. 600 people with a damn robe and a scarf. You know what I mean? Because that's just shooting the shit. This is you know what I mean? This is different. This is more, you know what I mean? Let's be up. Let's talk our ish because you never know who's gonna be able to tap into this. This ain't just Philly. Philly like ratchet. So they like, yes, put a scarf in, I'm eating my popcorn. This is Philly ratchet TV. But like everything ain't
This is
gotta
a
be about
broader reach. You got my
absolutely.
audience. You
So then
got the
you
people
got
on the
like
IG, the people on the
exactly.
podcast universe going
Come on.
tap
So
in
you
with your
got to be
stuff.
cognizant, exactly, of those type of things, and just not being like, oh well, let me just do it with Philly because Philly used to me being in a no. You know what I mean? How do you go out? How do you represent yourself? And everybody knows Tay is fashion, Tay is looks. You know, I ain't gonna be outside looking crazy, but I do be on the live acting crazy. They know what it is. But yeah, I really appreciate you for having me on the podcast.
All right,
Absolutely.
man. So we are out of here. Peace.
Absolutely. Thank y'all for tuning in. Tay Tay Seacrest out. My guy, Start Time Roddy, biggest of the biggest. Go, go, go. We out here doing it. Y'all know what it is. Stay tuned in. We love y'all.
All right, later.
Later.